Hello and welcome to Feminine Energy and Root Chakra Healing, 3 practices to help you today. I'm going to share with you advanced overview with deep insight on your feminine energy, and this will be so very helpful if you feel a disconnection to your feminine, and it will help with ease and flow of goodness in your life. I will give you 3 tips and processes that will help you strengthen your feminine energy and healing if that is needed, which for most of us at some point it is. And all of this will be correlated with your chakras, one specifically, your root chakra. Perhaps not the one that you might think or heard of before, but that's okay. This is going to be more than just a little lecture, but a space to find some guidance and healing. I'm Teresa Sahi at Empower the Dream, and for years I have created content, classes, healing, and coaching for women to live their best life, even to find their soulmate. And with this video, I also offer you a private and complimentary consult if desired. Just see the description for more. Okay, let's go. 3 empowering techniques to help you activate and heal your feminine energy through your root chakra. Yes, your root chakra. Now I know many only refer to healing the feminine energy through the sacral chakra, which is actually right above the root chakra. You may have heard this too, but it is really both. I'll first share some traits of each to lay the groundwork, and you can always come back and re-listen if you need to. So there are actually 7 body chakras, or energy centers, from the bottom of your spine to the top of your head, that are designed to be open and flowing with life force energy, and when open, enhancing various aspects of ourselves and our lives, and when not open, can cause us to feel out of flow with who we are, causing various disruptions in our life. So we definitely want our chakras to be open. The root is the color red, and it's in the tailbone, the bottom of the spine. And for reference, the sacral is the color orange in the hip region or womb space. Each chakra has its own traits of the energy it holds, and so does the feminine energy, which the feminine energy includes emotional connection, communication, empathy, our intuition, creativity, nurturing, receptivity, being able to receive, allowing ourselves and being okay to receive, magnetism, compassion, self-care, and being in the flow of flowing energy of life. Now, signs of an unbalanced feminine include difficulty expressing emotions, inhibited creativity, issues with intimacy, feeling disconnected from others, even from ourselves, and difficulty receiving pleasure, enjoying life, and excessive emotional reactivity. Now, let me share some traits with you about a balanced root chakra. Grounding, which is feeling connected to the world and the moment that we're in. Stability, security, safety, a sense of belonging, which would be to the family or the community. A survival instinct, confidence, reliability, responsibility, and physical vitality, such as being energized and connected in one's own body. Now, when the root chakra is unbalanced, we will experience feelings of insecurity, threatened or overwhelmed, disconnected, isolated, emotional, not able to express our emotions, or having joy, or lacking creativity. So you can see how the feminine energy and the root chakra energy is very much connected, and if blocked, also blocks us in many areas of our life. So overall, that would cause us to feel exhausted, fearful, and even victimized. And those 3 are the ones that I want to review with you today. And what are underneath almost everything going on in our life that's not working. Perhaps this overview will help you gain some insight because they are very much related to inhibiting the feminine energy, as we mentioned previously. The root chakra helps us to connect to the Earth center, Mother Earth, which is certainly a feminine principle as well. Connection to the Earth is very empowering and a positive element of the root chakra, as this is your life force energy that connects you to the planet, the Earth, and the element of being grounded, energized, physically nurtured, as it is going through your human experience. Gives you stamina, helps your body to feel alive, and is able to quickly absorb the resources that you need. The root chakra also has other elements that create a sense of balance. Now, while the root chakra is often associated with feminine energy, of course, a balanced chakra incorporates both masculine and feminine aspects. We're not talking about gender, but energy. When out of balance and higher with masculine energy, that can create exhaustion in women, as in one foot on the gas and one foot on the brake, trying to get through life. But the root chakra is activated and balanced, that goes away. Okay, so there's a little background, little groundwork on the traits. So let's get more into the three areas that we want to speak about today that often need support or are culprits to blocking our feminine energy, and an indication that the root chakra is also blocked. Number one, fear. Now, when it comes to fear, that's a big topic for sure. As a human, our perception of the safety of our surroundings, and also because safety is an opinion actually too, that we have inside, so it dwells in the root chakra. So even if we are safe, we don't always feel safe. And because we are connected to planet Earth, Mother Gaia, we want to feel safe and grounded. Also, the root chakra is connected to our ancestry and our lineages. Now, this is often thought of as a blessing and a curse. This chakra carries within a blueprint of positive and negative experiences and happenings of memories. It's actually very common on planet Earth for human beings to hold on to intense levels of trauma, even if petty, I might say, and specifically holding on to these in the root chakra deep set of fears, which impact our survival instinct. Deep-rooted worries exist in the root chakra, and they are a projection of our ancestry line, more so even than our own. For example, of traumas for females, many women currently alive on the planet today worry or have fear of being left alone to fend for themselves as a woman herself, or for her children being left alone, and thus fearing survival. This even causes a feeling of victim in one way or another, which I will get to shortly. Women also carry a lot of energy or feeling trapped in their root center, trapped in a way that they're not able to make their own choices that they want. They truly want to make their lives meaningful, but they're not always feeling empowered and feeling stuck, perhaps in a toxic relationship, cannot leave or take care of the children, or they have a passion but it doesn't really pay the bills, and so they have to be responsible, and that is again putting herself last, again feeling trapped. And this is very much a feminine aspect in the root chakra. Perhaps you can relate to some of this, and that's why we want to do little identification and healing. Now, of course, this is a high overview, and we definitely don't just inherit the karma and the drama. We also inherit the good stuff too, just to make sure that we say that. A lot of the good stuff is going to come through to you also through your root chakra. But in regards to any of our limitations around fear, let's do a little exercise. Because fears are often hidden and can cause many traumas that dwell in your root, and the flow of your feminine energy, let's identify some of that. Grab a piece of paper and write down the question and then the answers that come to you. The question is, what is it that I'm most afraid of in this life? Like, what is my fear? What is scary to me? What are those things? And then being honest and allowing your hand to write without judgment about yourself for the answers that are going to come through, because those are the things that would only prevent you from getting to know yourself better. So by understanding your fears, you're going to understand what's draining your energy and what's draining your root and draining your feminine. And that is what's preventing you from feeling optimal each day and living your best life. Now, of course, if we are really understanding that we are naturally built to be connected to planet Earth, as in our human body is produced from earthy element, as in we are very much a child of the earth, not so much your soul, but your human body, it naturally knows how to connect to planet Earth. So that is why the root chakra wants to be grounded, and when it's blocked, it's not. So you have to find your way back to connection with planet Earth, with Mother Gaia. Grounding your root chakra can be done in meditation, with focus on bringing your ruby red energy down to the earth through the roots and allowing yourself to feel supported, loved, safe, and in unison with Mother Gaia. I'll also link a meditation at the end for you to practice this. Now please know that your planetary mother is not here to hurt you or have you live in fear. She is not vindictive. In fact, she is so very loving. She wants you to be free of fear. Of course, we do have free will, and if we believe and create our belief system that with the relationship in the world is to be fearful, then that is what we're going to experience. Yes, again, it is a big topic, so we're just starting to explore at this stage and in this video. Now, if you're not feeling happy or not feeling fulfilled or just feeling like you're going through the motions, that absence of trust is root chakra meaning and what we want to address. So please pay attention to the answers you got from the question. You do it now or later. You can stop the video or just do it later. And allow yourself to sit and bring your red chakra energy again down the center of the earth and back up, seeing the vibrant red starlight spinning in your root and getting activated. Just reminding you that this is a very helpful technique. Okay, let's go on to number 2, which is victim mentality. Victim mentality for women specifically lives in our root and sacral areas. And to live our optimal selves and our optimal life, we must choose to transcend this. At some point, every victim needs to make a choice to liberate oneself. The truth is, every victim always has a trade-off. Like there is a reason why we choose to live in victim state. Do you ever feel this way? If so, journaling is a very good way of understanding what is your payoff for being a victim. In other words, ask yourself or write about what are the positives of being a victim. Now, I know it's not how we like to think of ourselves, but if a person didn't find enough positives in the experience, they would already have snapped out of it. Actually, the help and healing here is when some women take a deep look and list the benefits. And then it's like, oh my goodness, this behavior and feeling is so not worth all the work. And then others might think they're getting so much good payback that they're very happy to keep the victim mentality. It's a choice, and we all have free will. However, for the ones that want to overcome the victim mentality, you definitely can. You can have that breakthrough when you step out of an old pattern, and you can do this anytime you want. So let's try this. Imagine cleansing the body with a hose of bright light and seeing the dark energy leave the body out the bottom of your feet. And when you send it down to Mother Earth, it is re-alchemized. She transforms it into good energy. You can also heal the victim mentality and become your own inner hero or shiro, like a part of you that's going to want to come and support you through energy work, through your spirituality work. This can also be shadow work. Imagine you are creating a double of yourself, a carbon copy that you infuse with all the good aspects, the aspects that you feel like you don't have right now. And you keep infusing those until they become real. They become your helpers. This double of you carries these aspects and you get to practice them. So if you have victim mentality and you feel it's really not advancing you and blocking your higher flow, then create your shiro. You don't need to look for her outside of you because she is inside of you. You just need to bring her out. You can do this exercise in a meditative state and envision it. Envision her. Infuse her with courage, and the shiro mentality will come alive of all the things that you need, that you give her, that you don't currently have, that cause you or to make you feel like a victim. And then watch as your shiro holds her hand out to you to help you and eventually becomes fully integrated part of you. How exciting is that? And number 3 is exhaustion. This is a huge culprit and causes more disconnection of feminine energy, not only because you are out of balance, but also because your energy is leaking. Your root chakra is leaking energy. And feeling a chronic fatigue is detrimental, and it's actually experienced widespread. And maybe you feel this way too. So how do you prevent that? Well, you are already on your way if you have been taking notes so far and finding your fears and doing the exercises from 1 and 2. And then you would imagine those fears. Let's say one of them is a fear of not having enough money. That is energy draining. Yes? If you've ever felt that way, you know exactly what I mean. So we need to get your energy flowing in the positive and not draining you. And what I mean is not just taking on another job, because well, that might be a good idea, but it can also be very draining as well of your energy. Okay, so let's do this. Imagine that your ruby red root chakra has a little hole in the middle of it. And in this little black hole there, because of the fear is going to make a little hole and you can see through, and it's dark in your energy center, and it's supposed to be red. So you can imagine this. Imagine that you are sealing up and closing that darkness with your beautiful ruby red light, like you're putting a patch over it and you're healing it. You can do this also in a meditative state or just anytime you're feeling drained. When you allow yourself to seal off your energy from leaking or draining you, that gives you more positivity, more positive energy, and activates and supports your feminine energy. So do this for every single fear that you have identified in the previous exercise. Fears that you can seal off every single one and then bring your red energy full on starlight around your entire body. Once they're all sealed, activate your red light and make a shield around you. The star point of the shield goes back down to Mother Earth, where you are protected, grounded, supported, and no longer allowing your fears to cause exhaustion and drain your energy or keep you disconnected from your natural flow of your feminine energy of joy, of love, creativity, and nurturing. This is full-on feminine energy of self-nurture and self-care. By doing this for yourself, you have the capacity to do and be more for others. You are more connected. You allow yourself to be receptive first, so you have more to give. You allow yourself to magnetize what you want easily to you without being fearful or being a victim or too exhausted to even know what you want. I hope this makes sense. Now, your root chakra does require replenishment. It does require TLC, so a daily practice upkeep to get and keep you in the flow in the morning would be to start with your root chakra, much like we mentioned before, with the rotation of the ruby red energy, where this ruby red light is flowing out like a sphere of light, rotating, pulsating. The star is blinking dimmer and brighter, dimmer and brighter. You can move it on up and activate all of your chakras with those energy of light, or just go ahead and take the red energy down into Mother Earth. Do this in 2 or 3 minutes, just a quick check-in every day. This TLC, or tender loving care you give yourself, really goes a long way. Of course, now this is all an overview of healing and activating your feminine energy by understanding her traits and the corresponding ones with your root chakra. I hope it made sense, and I hope you loved it and found some helpful tools. Now, I will link some meditation resources for you at the end, so be sure to subscribe for more, and have a blessed day. Namaste.